Run. That was the last word Rena's wolf whispered, before everything inside her went silent. Branches slapped her face as she stumbled through the forest, with nothing but moonlight and fear pushing her forward. Behind her, she could hear footsteps, heavy, angry, getting closer. "Rena!" his voice boomed. Her mate, the man fate tied her to, the man she thought would protect her. But tonight, she had learned the truth. He wasn't her blessing. He was a weapon, and she was on a mission. "Stop running!" Caden's voice ripped through the trees. Caden, her mate, had always been distant, cold, unpredictable. She thought he just needed time. She gave him patience, loyalty, everything a mate should. But earlier tonight, she walked into the wrong meeting, and everything shattered. She heard it herself. "Once she trusts you fully, bring her to the Shadow Fang Pack. Her wolf carries ancient energy. The Alpha King will reward us." Her breath broke. Her heart broke harder. He never loved her. He never wanted her. He wanted her power. And now he was hunting her for it. Rena's legs finally gave out. She dropped to her knees, her breath cold and sharp. She felt a hand grab her hair from behind. "Found you," Caden growled. "Why couldn't you just behave?" He yanked her up, and then froze, because a low, dangerous growl echoed behind him. "Release her." Caden stiffened. Rena felt his hand tremble. Alpha Damien, the strongest alpha in the region, feared, respected, ruthless. He stepped out of the shadows like a nightmare made of moonlight and menace. His black coat fluttered behind him, and his wolf aura wrapped around the trees like iron chains. "Damien," Caden stuttered. "This is none of your—" Damien's eyes flashed gold. "If you touch what's not yours again," he said calmly, "you won't leave this forest alive." Every hair on Rena's body stood. Why would an alpha like Damien protect her? Caden shoved Rena aside. "You don't understand, Damien. She's—" "I understand you lied," Damien said. "And worse, you lied to your mate." "How do you know that?" Caden began. But Damien didn't let him finish. He shifted. Not fully. Just enough. His wolf exploded under his skin, black fur, massive claws, teeth sharp enough to rip through bone. It was a half shift meant for one thing, killing. Caden tried to fight, tried to shift, but Damien moved like a shadow with teeth. In seconds, he slammed Caden to the ground, claws pressed against his throat. "Please," Caden gasped. Damien's face stayed emotionless. "You used her as bait. I don't spare men like you." Rena's heart jumped. "No!" she cried, stumbling forward. "Don't kill him." Damien turned his head slowly toward her, golden eyes fierce. "He hurt you." Rena shook her head. "He betrayed me, but I don't want more blood." Damien studied her for 2 long, unreadable seconds. Then he released Caden. "Leave," Damien growled. "Run back to whatever enemy sent you, and pray I never see you again." Caden scrambled away, vanishing into the trees. The forest fell silent. Rena was shaking not just from fear, but shock, relief, confusion. Damien stepped toward her, his presence towering but strangely gentle. "Are you hurt?" he asked. Rena swallowed. "No, I just—" And then everything hit her at once. Her mate wasn't her mate. Her destiny was a lie. Her heart had been used as a weapon against her. Tears filled her eyes, and she turned away, ashamed. Damien's voice softened shockingly. "Rena." She froze. He knew her name? He stepped closer, reached out, and gently lifted her chin with a single finger. "Look at me." His touch was warm, firm, steady. She didn't realize she was crying until he thumbed a tear away. "You're safe now," he murmured. "I won't let anyone take you." Her breath caught. Why was he being so gentle? Why did his wolf lean toward her like it recognized her? Damien's eyes dipped to her neck, bare, unmarked, and something dangerous flickered in his gaze. "You deserve a real mate," he said quietly. "One who would fight the world for you." Rena's heart pounded. "How do you know what I deserve?" Damien leaned in, his voice barely above a whisper. "Because my wolf hasn't stopped growling since I saw him touch you." Her eyes widened. What does that mean?" Damien inhaled her scent, jaw tightening like he was fighting himself. "It means," he murmured against her ear, "I'm trying very, very hard not to claim you right now." Rena stumbled back, her face burning. "You can't," she whispered. I'm tied to Caden." Damien's eyes turned colder, sharper. Possessive. You were tied to a lie, he said. And fate doesn't bind lies. He took one step forward. You're free, Rena. Another step, and I don't intend to let your freedom go to waste. Her breath hitched. What are you saying? Damien's voice dropped to a low, dangerous vow. I saved you from your mate. He reached out and brushed a tear from her cheek. And now I'm going to protect you like you're mine. Rena's wolf stirred inside her chest for the first time all night, and whispered one word. Him. Rena barely had time to breathe before Damien scooped her into his arms. Wait, Damien, she gasped. You're freezing, he said simply. And you're shaking. Whether from fear or exhaustion, I don't know. But you're not walking. His voice was calm. Too calm. Like he was holding back a storm. Rena should have protested. Any Omega or warrior would kneel at the sight of the Dark Alpha. Not be carried like something fragile. But her body leaned into him. Like it had always been meant to. She didn't know if it was fate, trauma, or the warmth of his chest against her cheek, but for the first time tonight, she felt safe. When Damien emerged from the forest carrying a woman, every warrior guarding the border froze. Alpha, who is she? A guard asked. Damien didn't slow down. She's under my protection, he said. Anyone who questions it answers to me. The guards exchanged glances. Damien never protected anyone outside his pack. He never touched a woman. He never let anyone get close. Yet here he was, holding Rena like he'd tear apart the world for her. Whispers spread like wildfire. Is she his mate? No way the Alpha doesn't believe in mates. She must be important. Rena's heart hammered. Damien didn't react to the murmurs at all. Not even a twitch. But she noticed something. His grip on her tightened. Just slightly. As if telling the pack without words. She's mine. Damien brought her into a private cabin lit by warm lanterns. He set her gently on a bed near the fire. Rena, he said quietly. Look at me. She lifted her eyes. Damien knelt. Alpha Damien, the nightmare of rival packs, the warrior who never bowed to anyone, was kneeling in front of her. Her breath caught. You're safe here, he said. No one can find you. No one can touch you. His voice dipped lower. Not even your mate. Rena swallowed hard. He's not my mate anymore. Damien nodded once, like he'd been waiting for those exact words. Then he leaned in. Good. Why did you help me? Rena whispered. Damien's jaw clenched. Because the first time I saw you? He paused like he hated admitting it. My wolf reacted. Rena blinked. Reacted? How? Damien didn't look away. He growled. He stood up in my chest. He pushed at my ribs like he wanted to tear them open and get to you. Rena's breath shook. Damien leaned closer. And when I saw him touch you, he exhaled hard. I nearly lost control. Something warm spread through her chest. But you don't know me, she whispered. Damien's eyes darkened. I don't need to know you to feel the pull. Rena's voice trembled. Damien, I don't want to be used again. His expression changed instantly. From dark to deadly serious. You will never be used again. He lowered his head until their foreheads almost touched. I won't allow it. Her heart thudded painfully. Why? She breathed. Damien's hands came up, framing her face gently, too gently for a man like him. Because something is tying me to you. He swallowed like it hurt, and I haven't felt anything for anyone in years. The room grew quiet. Damien leaned in slowly, giving Rena time to pull away. She didn't. Their breath mingled. His lips brushed hers barely. A whisper of heat and danger. Rena felt her wolf shiver. Damien closed his eyes against the temptation. Rena, his voice broke slightly. I shouldn't. Not yet, Rena whispered. Then why did you try? His eyes snapped open, full of hunger. Because everything in me wants to claim you. Her lips parted in shock. Damien looked away sharply, as if regaining control. You're vulnerable, he said. You're hurt, and I won't take advantage. A howl tore through the distance. A warning howl. Damien's head snapped up. Rena froze. That's coming from the east border, she whispered. Damien's expression hardened. They found us. Rena's heart slammed against her ribs. Caden? Damien growled, low and lethal. He didn't come alone. Damien stood, full alpha power radiating off him. Stay inside, he ordered. Lock the door. Don't open it unless you hear my voice. Rena grabbed his wrist without thinking. Damien, what if they want me? He turned. His eyes softened for a split second. then hardened with pure, deadly possessiveness. "They can want you," he said, "but they will never take you." Rena's breath caught. Damien leaned closer, voice dropping to a vow. "I meant what I said earlier." His fingers brushed her jaw. "I saved you from your mate." His thumb traced her lower lip gently, too gently for a man who could kill an army. "And now," he pulled back slowly, wolf glowing in his eyes, "I'm going to protect you like you're mine." The door slammed behind him. Rena was left trembling. From fear, from longing, from the realization that something inside her already wanted him back. Outside, she heard growls, footsteps, warriors shouting. Then Damien's voice, deep, thunderous, shaking the very ground. "You dare come for what's mine?" Rena's wolf howled inside her, and she whispered, "Damien, please come back." Rena gripped the edge of the bed as the growls outside grew louder, raw, violent, echoing across the entire forest. Then she heard him, Damien, not speaking, not commanding, but roaring. A deep, terrifying alpha roar that shook dust from the cabin walls. Rena rushed to the window and peeked through the curtains. Her breath vanished. Damien stood in the clearing, half shifted, black fur streaking across his arms and jaw, fangs exposed, eyes glowing molten gold. He was surrounded. 10, maybe more, Shadow Fang wolves, Caden's allies. They were circling Damien, snarling, pacing, waiting for an opening. Damien's voice thundered again. "Come forward, Caden. Or are you too much of a coward to fight your own battles?" The wolves lunged. "No," Rena whispered. "He can't fight them alone." Her wolf stirred. "Go to him." "I can't," Rena hissed. "He told us to stay inside." But her legs moved anyway. Just as she reached the door, a hand grabbed her wrist. Rena gasped. A woman stood there, tall, with silver hair braided down her back and a healer's apron smeared with herbs. "I'm Mira," she said. "The pack healer." Rena blinked. I need to help Damien." Mira shook her head. "Damien doesn't let anyone close when he's in battle mode. If you step out there now, he'll lose focus. And unfocused alphas," her eyes turned dark, "get killed." Rena froze, panic rising. "But he's outnumbered." Mira leaned closer. "He's Damien. Outnumbered means nothing to him." Outside, the wolves suddenly parted. Caden stepped forward. He looked different. Eyes darker, smile crueler, aura colder. He looked like a man who'd just sold his soul and got paid well for it. Damien snarled. "You should have stayed gone." Caden smirked. "I came back for what's mine." Damien laughed, low and dangerous. "You lost that right." Caden's smile widened. "You don't even know what she is, Damien." Rena's heart stopped. Damien stiffened. "What are you talking about?" Caden spread his arms. "Oh, you didn't tell him, Rena?" His voice dripped poison. "She doesn't know, does she?" Damien's face darkened. "Enough. Face me." But Caden lifted a glowing, blood-red scroll. Rena's blood froze. That was the symbol of the Shadow Fang Alpha King. Damien saw it and growled like thunder. "What did you do?" Caden smirked. "I completed the deal." Then he shouted, "Shadow Fang wolves, claim the girl!" Every Shadow Fang wolf charged toward the cabin, but Damien snapped. His wolf exploded out of him in a burst of black, shadowy energy. Full shift, massive, terrifyingly beautiful. A giant black wolf with gold eyes that glowed like fire. Rena gasped behind the window. Damien wasn't just an alpha. He was something older, something powerful, something wild. He tore through the enemy wolves like a storm through dry leaves. Mira grabbed Rena. "Stay back." But Rena's wolf pushed hard inside her chest. "Go to him," it screamed. "No," Rena fought back tears. "I'll distract him, he'll die." Her wolf whimpered. "You don't understand. He needs us." Outside, the battle grew bloodier. Caden used the chaos to inch toward the cabin. He kicked open the door. Mira pushed Rena behind her. "Healers are neutral grounds, Caden." Caden smirked. "Not tonight." He shoved Mira aside and grabbed Rena's arm. She struggled, panicked. "Let me go." "You belong to us," Caden hissed. "You're Shadow Fang property." "No," Rena cried. He grabbed her chin. "You think Damien can protect you from fate? From what you are?" Rena froze. What am I?" Caden grinned cruelly. You're the last surviving bloodline of the Moon-Blessed tribe. Your wolf carries ancient power. Power our Alpha King wants. Rena shook her head violently. No, I'm just a regular Omega. Caden leaned close. You're not an Omega. You're a weapon. A chill sliced through her spine. But don't worry, Caden whispered. Once we break your will, the power becomes ours. Rena's scream tore out of her throat, and Damien burst through the door. Damien skidded to a stop, claws gouging deep into the wooden floor. His fur bristled. His hackles shot up. His eyes turned molten gold and blood red at the same time. Caden held Rena tighter. You move, and I snap her neck. Damien's growl shook the entire cabin. Let her go. Caden smirked. You want her so badly? Then back away. Damien didn't move. He was trembling. Not with fear, with pure, murderous rage. Rena saw something in his wolf she had never seen before. He didn't want to fight. He wanted to kill. For her. Damien's voice dropped to a terrifying whisper. Caden, if you hurt her, I swear on the moon, I will rip your soul from your body. Caden chuckled hatefully. Then watch closely. He raised his claws toward Rena's throat. Rena squeezed her eyes shut. Damien exploded forward with a roar that made the air vibrate. It happened too fast to see. One moment, Caden held her. The next, Damien was on him, jaws clamping onto Caden's shoulder, throwing him across the room like a rag doll. Caden hit the wall and collapsed, blood spilling everywhere. Damien shifted back partially, panting, eyes still wild. He rushed to Rena and cupped her cheeks. Are you hurt? Rena, talk to me. She shook her head breathlessly. No, I'm okay. You saved me. Damien exhaled shakily and pulled her into his chest, like he couldn't stop himself this time. Rena clung to him, his scent wrapped around her, his wolf pressed against her soul, and something inside them both clicked. Not just bond, not just fate, something deeper, older, stronger. Damien felt it too. His voice trembled. Rena, you're not just anyone. You're... Then his eyes widened. He heard it. She heard it. A whisper. Soft, ancient. Mate. Rena jerked back. What was that? Damien stared at her, stunned. My wolf, he whispered. He's never spoken that word before. Ever. Rena's heart hammered. Damien, she breathed. Are you saying? He grabbed her shoulders, eyes fierce, voice raw. Rena, you're my mate. Her world spun. But I already had a mate. No, Damien growled. You had a fake bond. Caden lied. Fates don't bind spies to ancient-blooded wolves. Tears filled her eyes. An ancient-blooded wolf. Like me. Damien cupped her face, voice softening. Yes. And ancient wolves only get one true mate. Rena searched his eyes. Damien, is it really me? His voice broke. For the first time in his life. I've waited my entire life to feel this connection. To feel anything. His forehead touched hers. And fate gave me you. Rena's breath caught. But Damien, I'm scared. He wrapped her in his arms like she was the only thing keeping him alive. Then let me be the one you're scared with. Not the one you're scared of. Her tears fell. Damien caught them with his thumb. You're mine, Rena. His voice was a vow. But only if you choose to be. Rena swallowed, heart trembling. I think I choose you. Damien pulled her closer. But Caden's laugh echoed from the floor. You two idiots have no idea what's coming. Damien turned slowly, eyes glowing with murder. What did you do, Caden? Caden grinned, blood dripping from his mouth. The Alpha King of Shadowfang is coming for her. Rena's heart stopped. Damien's eyes turned black with fury. Over my dead body. Caden smirked. That's the plan. The forest trembled with the approach of the Shadowfang Alpha King. A massive wolf shadow loomed in the distance, fangs glinting in the moonlight. The Alpha King's roar split the night. Damien's entire body tensed. He shifted fully, black fur bristling, golden eyes glowing like molten metal. Rena, stay behind me. Don't move, he warned, voice low and lethal. Rena's wolf pulsed in her chest. We're stronger together, it whispered. But she stayed behind him, trembling, waiting. The enemy Alpha stepped into the clearing, massive and imposing. His aura radiated death. So, this is the legendary Moon-Blessed Omega, the Alpha King said, voice deep and commanding. I expected more, Damien growled. She's mine. You touch her, your pack dies tonight. The Shadow Fang Alpha lunged, wolves charging beside him. Damien moved like a shadow, speed and precision unmatched. Every strike sent a shockwave through the clearing. Rena's heart raced as she watched him fight, not just as an alpha but as a protector, as a mate. She gripped a silver dagger Mira had handed her. Her wolf whispered, Now, help him, protect him. Rena stepped forward. She didn't fight as a weapon yet. She fought as a partner. A wolf lunged at Damien from the side. She struck it with perfect aim. The creature yelped and retreated. Damien's eyes flicked to her. You're braver than I expected, he said through gritted teeth. From the shadows, Caden staggered up, bloodied but alive. Alpha Damien, he hissed. You think this is over? You don't even know her true power yet. Rena's blood ran cold. What does he mean? Damien stepped protectively in front of her. I don't care what he says. He's done. Caden smirked cruelly. I planted something in her bloodline. Something the Alpha King will want. Something that could destroy your pack and you if you don't act fast. Rena gasped. Damien's jaw clenched. You're lying. Caden's smirk widened. You'll see soon enough. Rena felt it first as heat in her chest. Her wolf inside her surged forward, glowing faintly, pulsing in sync with her heartbeat. Damien, she whispered, fear and awe mixing. I can feel it. I can fight too. Damien's eyes softened. Then fight with me, together. The enemy Alpha charged again, and Rena stepped forward. She focused, letting her wolf's energy flow. A brilliant golden aura exploded from her, knocking several wolves back. The enemy Alpha's eyes widened. This is impossible, Damien growled in satisfaction. Impossible is what we do best. Together, Damien and Rena fought side by side. Every blow, every strike, every motion synced. The Alpha King realized too late. They were unstoppable. After the battle, the forest fell silent. Rena stood, trembling, her power still simmering. Damien stepped close. Golden eyes met hers. No one will ever touch you again, he whispered. Rena's heart pounded. You saved me. Again, Damien tilted his head, his lips brushing hers lightly. No, Rena, you saved me too. By being yourself, by standing with me. This bond, it's eternal. Rena felt her wolf stir and finally respond fully. The golden glow spread from her chest to Damien's, their hands intertwined. Fur, teeth, claws, and hearts aligned. Damien's voice was a low, possessive growl. You are mine, Rena, my mate, my warrior, my Luna. Rena's lips trembled as she whispered, and you are mine too. Caden and the Shadow Fang Alpha were defeated, retreating with whatever forces they had left. The Moon-Blessed tribe's power inside Rena stabilized, her wolf finally acknowledging its mate. Mira stepped forward, smiling softly. You, too, are something the forest hasn't seen in centuries. Damien's arm tightened around Rena. We have centuries to show them, he said, voice low, protective, possessive. Rena leaned into him, heart racing. She realized something. For the first time, she was no longer a weapon, no longer a pawn, no longer betrayed. She was Damien's, and she was free. As they embraced, a whisper of wind carried a distant, ominous howl. Rena's wolf shivered. Damien stiffened. Golden eyes scanned the horizon. Trouble never sleeps, Damien said. And neither do I. Rena smiled faintly, wolf and heart fully bonded. Then let's face it, together. If you love this story, comment, like, and subscribe.